floor's clear. Guess it's time for a new project. No. Scoot, scoot! Alright, so I picked this up for $100. It's got 2 dead batteries, and well, I don't really need a mobility scooter, so it's going to look something very different when we're finished.
Dead.
Totally dead. We're not actually building this one for me, it's for somebody with less abilities. So, we're going to start by stripping off everything we don't need and putting it in a big pile over there. Oh, this is heavy. We will need this bit, but not just yet. And here we have the brains and a lot of mouse poo. All these screws are rusted out horribly, so I'm just going to mess things up a little. Alright, we've got this thing stripped down as far as we can go with unbolting parts. Now, you can't really customize something without cutting. So, time to start cutting. Alright, so that's all cleaned up. I've taken off all the extra stuff we don't need. So now we're going to start welding bits back in. First of all, we need to reinforce the frame. Now this is the width it should be, so these have sprung in. So I'll just do some creative clamping, pull them back out into shape, and then weld this first bar in, and then start bending bits. Right, next up we need some bars. I made these little ape hangers last week, and by little they're over half a metre tall. But I use this as a template to work out angles because I know what lengths all these bends were at. So I've got another piece of steel marked out. I'm going to make another bar, same but different, and then I'm going to weld that on, then make another bar, weld that on, make another bar, and just keep going until we've got lots of bars. And then we'll be drunk. We've got 22.2mm pipe. It's got a 2mm wall. I've marked the centre of it. So we're going to start with the centre with the clamp on the back of the former, and then we'll put one bend there. It'll probably come around about 80 degrees, and then we'll turn the pipe around back onto the same mark and bend the same on the opposite side. So then I'll have a U shape, but it's not square. And then we'll take it back to the gopher and we will work out where the next bends are going and put the last two bends in, and then we've got our first bar made. So that was a good estimate. It's only 5mm wider than the chassis, and that'll just come in nice and easy. So let's see how it looks. It's a good start. You might think this looks a little bit low, but it might need to be a little bit lower still. So there I've got a second bar. Now, this one is landing right on this radius corner on the front of the chassis, so I need to mark a spot, put some datum lines in so I can get the same on both sides. Let me show you how to do that. So I got a radius corner and I want to put the pipe here somewhere. Now, to get it even on both sides, I'm just going to get a straight edge, run it off the edge there, and I can put a line through and come off this edge and put a line through this way, a line through here as well. I'm going to do the same on both sides. That gives me the same points on both sides, so I can bring my bar back in. That looks pretty good there. I'm just going to use this line, put it flush with the outside and flush with the inside edge of this line on both sides, and it should be symmetrical. Tig time. Alright, well that's stuck in. So I've got 2 bars in, seat fits pretty good. Now, the next pipes, there'll be some across the top there, there'll be something on the front, something on the side, and a bit out the back, and well, all of those tubes need to be notched. So I went on eBay and I bought the cheapest notcher I possibly could, and well, we'll get that notcher all set up and we can start notching some pipes. Yep, it's definitely cheap. But you gotta work with the tools that you can afford. I've got these 2 tubes notched for the top. They're only getting tacked in for now, so that I can still flex the bars and get everything in just the right shape that I want before I weld it. Because at the moment these 2 bars are slightly offset, so if I just tack these, pull it into shape and then tack them some more, then it should hold in the right shape to get everything else done. So, zap. I got those 2 bars tacked in, and then I squared up these 2 frames by checking the diagonals, getting those identical, and then I put 4 more tacks on to hold everything in place. So next, we're coming down the back, and I've bent up another bar, so that's going to go on the back here, something like that, and then that's going to have 2 bars come from here down to here, and then later on we're going to put another frame down the bottom here for a battery rack. But for now, we're just going to notch this and glue it into place. Yeah, I think this racing seat's a little bit small for me, but I'm sure I can find somebody that'll fit it. Now, I've got these bars in, they look pretty good. The shape's coming up nicely. There's going to be a diagonal bar come all the way through here, and then probably 2 crossbars through the backrest, and that will then give me the area to build a battery tray in the bottom and the rear swing arm. And this has got to go here somewhere. So I think I've got the proportions fairly good. I'm going to move forward and do the sidebars and the front end. I'll bend a couple more bits of pipe and then you can watch me weld them in. And I'm out of gas. I ran out of gas, so I've gone to sticking things together with masking tape now. Yeah. When I get some more gas, I will go back and keep putting in bars. There's going to be one comes up this way and then back down. There's going to be some more stuff in here, and I've still got to do all the back of the seat here and rear trailing arm. Now, all this is, well, possibly just going to get all cut out all at once and have something slightly different in there. But these grey tyres, they are only going to be on it for the first test, because we're putting on these little fellas. Now they should work alright with the electric motor, so it'll be interesting. We've still got to build the swing arm to mount the motor, and then the battery racks in the back. We're just going to have 2 batteries to start with, running at 24 volts, and yeah, this is going to be a fairly awesome Power Wheels. But as you can see, I'm never going to fit inside this. This is actually going to be my son's 2nd birthday present, because he's mad about cars, and every time he gets into the shed, he's straight into the Cubman trying to drive it. So this will max out at like 10 or 12 kilometers an hour. It's got a Turtle Rabbit controller on it, so it'll be a good way for him to learn how to drive, I think. And around and around and around the yard as much as he wants. And, well, I reckon I'm building it strong enough to stop him from being able to damage himself in it. Now, this is an actual car seat, and they're designed to protect toddlers when you're having an accident on the highway. So it's got a full 5-point harness. So I'm totally confident with the safety of this. This seat will be strapped down to the frame, and he will be strapped to the seat, so I've got no worries at all about that. But I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to hopefully get some more gas tomorrow and continue on. But I think this is shaping up nicely. Anyway, that's it for this video. As always, customize everything.